Let's get right into it. Number 1, are your dreams really random? Have you ever jolted awake from a dream so bizarre, so vivid, that you wondered if your brain was playing some kind of cosmic prank? Maybe you were running through a city made of melting clocks, or arguing with a talking cat about quantum physics. It's tempting to shrug these moments off as pure nonsense, just the mind's late-night improv show. But what if I told you that your strangest dreams aren't random at all? In fact, every odd detail, every surreal twist is your brain's way of sending a coded message. Tonight, we're diving deep into the science and symbolism behind your weirdest dreams, and by the end, you'll see why even your wildest midnight adventures are anything but accidental. So buckle up. We're about to decode the secret language of your subconscious, where nothing is as random as it seems, and every dream, no matter how strange, has a story to tell. Ready to find out what your mind is really up to while you sleep? Let's start with the basics. Why do we dream at all? Number 2, why we dream, the brain's night shift. Dreams have fascinated humans for thousands of years, from ancient shamans interpreting visions to modern scientists mapping brainwaves. But the question remains, why does the brain bother with dreams in the first place? For decades, experts thought dreams were just mental static, a byproduct of neurons firing randomly as we sleep. But new research tells a different story. When you drift into REM sleep, the stage where most vivid dreams occur, your brain isn't shutting down. It's lighting up. Areas linked to memory, emotion, and creativity go into overdrive, weaving together fragments of your day, old memories, and even hidden fears. This isn't chaos. It's construction. Your brain is sorting, filing, and sometimes rehearsing for real life. That's why dreams can feel so personal, so urgent, and sometimes so strange. They're not random static. They're your mind's way of making sense of the world, even if the logic is dreamlike. So the next time you wake up from a wild scenario, remember, your brain is working overtime, not just entertaining itself. But what about those dreams that feel especially weird or unsettling? Let's dig into why the strangest dreams are often the most meaningful. Number 3, the hidden logic of weird dreams. Think about the last truly bizarre dream you had. Maybe you were flying over a city made of candy, or your childhood home was suddenly underwater. These aren't just random images plucked from nowhere. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain uses dreams to process emotions and solve problems it can't tackle during the day. When you're awake, your mind is busy filtering out distractions and keeping you focused. But when you sleep, those filters drop. The result? Your brain starts connecting ideas and memories in ways that would never happen in daylight. That's why your strangest dreams often mash together people, places, and feelings from different parts of your life. It's like your subconscious is running a simulation, testing out scenarios and searching for hidden connections. The weirdness isn't a glitch, it's a feature. In fact, the more surreal the dream, the more likely it is that your brain is working through something important. So the next time you wake up puzzled by a dream's odd logic, consider this. Your mind might be solving a puzzle you didn't even know you had. Number 4. Classic nightmares, symbols of stress and fear. Let's get specific. Have you ever dreamed about being chased, falling, or showing up somewhere embarrassingly unprepared? These classic dream themes aren't just universal. They're deeply tied to your emotional state. Psychologists have found that dreams often dramatize your biggest anxieties, but in a language of symbols and metaphors. Being chased might not mean you're literally running from danger, but it could reflect stress, deadlines, or unresolved conflict. Falling dreams? They often show up when you feel out of control or insecure in waking life. Even the dream where you forget your lines on stage or show up to work in pajamas is your brain's way of spotlighting fears about judgment or failure. The details may be strange, but the emotions are real. Your subconscious isn't trying to confuse you, it's trying to get your attention. By exaggerating your worries in dream form, your mind gives you a safe space to confront them. So, the next time you wake up sweating from a nightmare, don't dismiss it as random. It's your brain's creative way of helping you face what you might be avoiding. Number 5. Surreal logic. When over. But what about the dreams that seem to come out of nowhere? Those surreal, almost psychedelic journeys where nothing makes sense? Here's where things get even more interesting. During REM sleep, the logical rule-following part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, takes a back seat. Meanwhile, the emotional and creative centers take the wheel. This shift allows your mind to break free from the boundaries of reality, mixing memories, emotions, and even random sensory input into a wild tapestry. That's why you might find yourself talking to a long-lost friend in a city you've never visited, or solving a problem in a way that would never occur to you when awake. These dreams aren't just random noise. They're your brain's way of exploring possibilities, testing boundaries, and sometimes even sparking creativity. Many artists, inventors, and writers have credited their strangest dreams with inspiring breakthroughs. So, when your dreams get weird, don't brush them off. They might be your mind's way of thinking outside the box. Literally. The next time you wake up from a dream that defies logic, ask yourself, what new idea is my brain trying to show me? Number 6. Dream symbols. The subconscious speaks in code. Let's talk about the science behind dream symbols. Why does your brain use such strange imagery instead of just spelling things out? The answer lies in how the subconscious communicates. Unlike your waking mind, which relies on language and logic, your dreaming mind speaks in pictures, sensations, and emotions. This symbolic language is powerful because it can pack layers of meaning into a single image. For example, dreaming of water might represent emotions, change, or even a desire for freedom, depending on what's happening in your life. A locked door could symbolize a missed opportunity or a hidden fear. These symbols aren't random. They're drawn from your personal experiences, cultural background, and even your deepest memories. That's why two people can have similar dreams, but interpret them in completely different ways. Your brain is customizing the message just for you. So the next time you wake up from a dream filled with strange symbols, don't dismiss them as nonsense. They're clues, crafted by your subconscious to help you understand yourself better. The trick is learning how to listen. Number 7. From randomness to order, the science of dreaming. Now, let's contrast this with the old belief that dreams are just random firings of a tired brain. For decades, scientists argued that dreams were meaningless, a side effect of neurons firing as your body recharges. But modern neuroscience has flipped that idea on its head. Brain scans show that dreaming is a highly organized process, with specific regions lighting up in patterns that match memory, emotion, and even problem-solving. In fact, some studies suggest that people who dream more vividly are better at creative thinking and emotional regulation. This isn't just coincidence. Your brain is using dreams to rehearse for real life, to process what you've learned, and to prepare for challenges ahead. The randomness is only on the surface. Underneath, there's a method to the madness, a hidden order that helps you grow, adapt, and survive. So the next time someone tells you dreams are just mental junk, you'll know better. Your strangest dreams are actually some of your brain's most important work, disguised as chaos. It's worth remembering. Number 8. Life's echoes. How dailies shape dreams. Let's explore how your daily life shapes your dreams in ways you might not expect. Every experience, no matter how small, can find its way into your dream world. Maybe you watched a documentary about deep-sea creatures, and suddenly you're swimming with giant squids in your sleep. Or perhaps a passing comment from a friend morphs into a full-blown dream argument. This isn't random. It's your brain's way of processing, organizing, and sometimes rehearsing for future situations. Even background noises like a siren outside or your cat jumping on the bed can sneak into your dreams and shape the story. Your mind is constantly scanning for meaning even when you're asleep. That's why dreams can feel so personal and so strange at the same time. They're a blend of your memories, your emotions, and the world around you, all mixed together in a way that... So the next time you wake up from a dream that feels oddly specific, remember, your brain is weaving together the threads of your life, one surreal scene at a time. Number 9. Premonitions or patterns. The brain's hidden connections. But what about those dreams that seem to predict the future or echo something you haven't consciously noticed? This is where the line between coincidence and intuition gets blurry. Sometimes your brain picks up on subtle cues, like a friend's mood, a change in your routine, or even a news headline you barely registered. While you might not remember these details when you're awake, your subconscious stores them away. At night, your brain pieces them together, sometimes creating dreams that feel eerily prophetic. It's not magic. It's your mind's incredible ability to process information beneath the surface. That's why you might dream about someone calling you only to hear from them the next day. Or you dream of a place you've never visited, only to recognize it later. These moments aren't proof of psychic powers, but they do show how deeply your brain is tuned to the world around you. Your strangest dreams are often your mind's way of connecting the dots, revealing patterns you didn't know you'd seen. The randomness is just a disguise for your brain.